Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome again to this lesson. We are continuing with our lessons and we are going to continue from where we left. We're starting a new lesson, lesson number 19, Dars Tasir Ashara. And this is the 19th lesson of Madinah Book 1. And we have been looking at various concepts and we're going to build on where we left. The conversation between Mudir and Daris, the teacher and the principal. كم طالبا جديدا في فصلك يا شيخ يا شيخ. How many new students in your class or sheikh? So we spoke about kam, that in a mubtada that comes after kam becomes tamiz, which means it is mansubun in its case, alamatu, which is alamatu nasbin, and the sign is kasra, is fata. So whenever we see fata, we know that the word is in mansubun case. So here we have got talibun or taliban and jadidan. We do have a nat and manut and shinu. They take the same in casing, gender, number, and it's, as you can see, Taliban and Jadidan. Then fi faslika, fi fasli ka. This is fi jarin wa majrurun mudaf wa mudaf ilay. Fasli is mudaf. Also, it's majrurun because of harf jar, so it becomes jarun wa majrurun wa huwa mudaf wa kaf mudaf ilay. So this is it. And Mudaris says, fihi asharatu tulabin jududin. Fihi, what is fihi in this sentence? We know that whenever we start with the jarun in a nominal sentence, it becomes habarun muqaddam, shub jumla habarun muqaddam, which means it comes before the mubtada. Asharatu tulabin. Asharatu, this is a number, adad or maudud, and it's also mubtada or huwa mudaf, and tulabin mudaf ilayh, and this is not. Look at the mubtada is, and when we said when mubtada comes late after khabarun, it becomes muakhirun, mubtada muakhirun. So it means a delayed mubtada. So we do have here fihi asharatu tulabin jududun. There is 10 new students. And look at the construction here, asharatu tulabin. Why asharatu? We said when maudud is mudhakan, the adad becomes opposite to the maudud. And here maudud is mudhakar, so the adad is muannad. Always opposites, except in 1 and 2. And we also have not here, jududin. Jududin takes the same shape. It is both in number and also in casing. Look at this in gender. It's jududun, which is plural for jadidun. And because tulabun is akil, we turn into jududin. So take note of this. Why tulabin is kasra? Or because tulabin is mudaf ilayhi. Mudaf ilayhi of asharat. Okay. Min ayna hum? كلهم من بلد واحد. من بلد واحد. Where are they from? Where are they from? كلهم are they all from one country. بلد واحد, one country. Are they all? This is كلهم. This is a questioning particle. Alif istifham. Are they all from one country? So baladin wahidin, we said when the principles of numbers added or maudud of 1 and 2, the 1 and 2 work is not or manut. So we've got not wahidin because this is mudakar, and baladin is manut, also majrurun. Why? Because we've got jarin. So it's jarin or majrurun or huwa mudaf or huwa na manut or not. So this is it. لا هم من بلاد مختلفة منهم 3 طلاب من فلابين من فلابين. اوكي. و4 طلاب من اليابان وطلابان من الصين وطالب واحد من Malaysia. So no, they are from different countries. Biladin muhtalifatin. So biladin muhtalifatin, this is different countries. So whom you say is mubtada, and min is jarun or majrurun. Biladin muhtalifatin is not. So minhum thalathatu tulabin. Let's take note of thalathatu tulabin. We have been doing numbers, and this is one of the principles. When the maudud is mudhakkar, in this case tulabin, students, thalathatu becomes feminine. They always work in opposite. So from them are 3 students mean Philippine. Philippine is Philippines. وأربعة طلاب, look at this, أربعة طلاب. When the maudud is mudhakkar, the adad is mu'annath. They always work in opposite. Min Japan. So 4 students are from Japan. وطالبان min Sin. Taliban, remember we said when it is muthanna, we look at alif. The sign for muthanna is alif. When it's when alif is joined to an ism or to a noun, and the nun, we know this is mustanna. So which is 2, muthanna, 2. That means there are 2 students, male students from China, Sweden. وطالب واحد من Malaysia. So 1 student from Malaysia. أفي فصلك طلاب من أمريكا. أفي, this is alif, this is Hamza. Istifham or Hamza of questioning. This is a question. We start with alif. You remember we studied this alif or hal. It means we are questioning. So Afi faslika. Remember when a sentence starts with the jarun, we always say it is, like in this case, fi faslika, in your class. Firstly, this is jarun, majrurun, huwa mudaf or mudaf ilay, because firstly is attached to kaf, which is mudaf ilay. So it means this is Habarun Muqaddam, Shub Jumla Habarun Muqaddam, because it begins before the Mubtada, and Tulabun becomes Mubtada Muakhir, and min this is Jarun or Majrurun America. This is from America. So it says in your class, is there a student from America? نعم في في سبعة طلاب من أمريكا. So yes, there are 6 سبعة, there are 7 students from America. So أهم جدد؟ لا. أهم جدد؟ are they new؟ لا. هم قدامى. So هم قدامى is they are old students. That's what it means. كم طالبان في كم طالبان في من أفريقيا من أوروبا. So come here, تمييز, which is singular, منصوب بفتح. So how many students are from Europe? Uruba it's Europe. في 5 طلاب من إنجلترا و8 طلاب من ألمانيا و6 طلاب من فرنسا و9 طلاب من يونان من اليونان. Okay, so there is 5 students from England, Inglaterra is England, و8 طلاب من ألمانيا is German, و6 طلاب من فرنسا is France, فرنسية, و9 طلاب من اليونان, which is Yunan is Greece. Yunan is Greece. It's not Germany. It's Greece. Then shukran ya Sheikh. So thank you, oh Sheikh. This is the conversation between the teacher and the principal. So we've been picking up some lessons from there. Let's go and check some of the lessons in detail. The lessons from the exercises. Ikra Waktub. I know we have done this and we've been emphasizing this. I just want to put emphasis more on how we count. Talatatu tulabin. We said this compound construction consists of mudaf or mudaf ilayh. This is mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Why we sing mudaf ilayh? The sign is the kasr. So it means this word is in majrur case. And also all numbers from 3 to 10, when the maudud, we say this is the maudud, the counted, this is the adad, which is the number. So when the maudud is mudakkar, when the maudud is mudakkar, the adad is mu'annad. So they always work in opposite. So this is through 3 students. Talatatu tulabin, arba'atu tulabin, khamsatu tulabin, sitatu tulabin, sab'atu tulabin, thamaniyat tulabin, tis'at tulabin, asharatu tulabin. So starting from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 students. So we call students. Take note of how the construction. The maudud is always in plural form. The maudud is always in plural form. and the adad is always opposite to mawdud. Let's look at this Iqra waktub. So we're going to read and write. Indi hamsatu kutubin wa thalathatu aklamin. So I want you to read correctly. Your understanding in reading this, you can pause now and read. If you manage to read, it means you are able to identify that this is the adad and this is the mawdud. This is the adad and this is mawdud. So if you say indi hamsatu kutubin wa thalathatu iklamin, I have 5 books and 3 pens. Halidun lahu sittatu ibna'u. Ibna in, yes, not ibna'u. Why not ibna'u? Because this is mudaf ilay to sittat, which is mudaf. So mudaf or mudaf ilay. This is a number. So Halidun is 6 sons. So I want you to go on and read all of these and ensure that you are putting the corrective power where it's needed. And I hope you won't find any difficulty in reading this. Kam akhan laka ya Aminat. How many brothers do you have, O Amina? Li arba'atu ikhwat. I have 4 brothers. Fi isbuin sabat ayamun. In the week, they have 7 days. Asbuin is week. Ayami is plural to yaumin. Yaumun, ayami. This is plural of yamun, days. Kam riyalan indaka al'ana ya aman. Indi al'ana tamaniyatu riyalatin. How many riyalun do you have now, ya Amaru? I have now 8 riyalat. So this is it. And في هذا لهاي. So it's high because this is, we call this badal. It's a substitute. When a noun, a definite noun comes after ismu ishara, we call it a badal. So it carries the same. This is majrurun because this hada is majrurun. So fi hada lihayi tisa'u. You can read it first and see if this is feminine or masculine. Tisa'atu buyutin jadidatin. You will learn about this. Why buyutun jadidatun? Because buyutun is, I want you to see here something. Tisa'atu, which is 9 houses. And look at this, tisa'atu buyutun. Remember, buyutun is masculine. The singular baitun is masculine. That's why we are saying tisa'atu buyutun. But look at this, buyutun jadidatun. Why jadidatun when we have here recorded as masculine? Because we said kuli jamu mu'annath only applies when it is not in manut, but does not apply in numbers. Like in this case, buyutun is in feminine case when we want to describe it, but we cannot use that in numbers. It remains tisa'atu, which is opposite to baitun, which is masculine, and buyutun is now the plural, which if we are to put a nat in front, it becomes feminine. That's why we have jadidatun. You should take note of this sentence. It's one of the tricky sentences that I have seen in Arabic. If you are asked to explain grammatically why we have got tisat, buyutun, jadidat, but we have got jadidatun here. Okay. لهذه سيارة أربعة أبواب. It's clear. We have this car. It's got 4 doors. This car, 4 doors. So كم ثمان هذا الكتاب ثمانه 7 ريالة والنصف. Let's look at this. كم ثمانه. Usually when we use كم ثمانه and not كم ثمانة, this thamanu is value. It's usually used in most cases with kam. So we say kam thamanu hada kitab. What value does it have? What value does this book have? How much is this? So if you want to ask the price, so thamanu in most cases is used for price of something. Kam taman hada kitab. And we said if a definite noun comes after an ismu ishara, it becomes badal. So take note of this. Kam taman kitab. This is mudaf and this is mudaf ilay. So if we are to take this, we know that this is tamiz in the background. So do not be confused by this one. A mubtada that comes after is tamiz, after kam. But there's a special rule on this one. Taman is used on value where value of that item follows. For example, tamanahu sab'atu riyalatin. Riyalatin is referring to the value of this kitab. So it costs 6.5 ريالات. في هذا الفصل 10 طلاب قدما و4 طلاب جدد. You can see that in this class there are 10 old students and 4 new students. It's just the same concept that we've been applying. There's nothing new on that. I want you to continue with that until you finish there and kindly pick up some of the concepts that we have learned. Let's continue. أجب عن أسئلة الآتية مستعملا عدد مذكر بين قوسين. So we are now given a scenario. We've been doing numbers now. كم كتابا عندك? How many books do you have? عندي 3 كتب. So كتب. This is Jamu. Remember we said when we are dealing with numbers 3 to 10, we always have the maudud in plural form. And the adad always opposite maudud. So I want you to write all the numbers if you were following. 5, how do we call 5, how do we call 4, how do we call 6, and so forth. So I want to give you this as an exercise. If you say kam akhan laka ya Hamid, what do you say? Say li. When you are referring to human beings, you use li. li khamsatu ikhwan. Li khamsatu ikhwan. So if you are referring to humans, you use li. If you are referring to non-humans or highly active, you use indi. If I ask you about how many books do you have, I cannot say come. I can say come kitaban laka. I say come kitaban indaka. Indak is indi is used for highly active. So that's why you're seeing here come kitaban indaka. You use indaka when you're referring to non-humans. And we use li, laka, li, kam akhan laka, kam ukhtan laka, kam umman laka, laka, li, laka, li. So when you respond, you say li, or lahu, laka, lahu, laha, and so on. Because li is for actively, and indi is for highly active. I hope you get it right. اكتب. Let's look at this. اكتب الأعداد من 3 إلى 10 وأجعل كل من كلمات الآتية موجودا له. So we are going to use the following words: كتاب, book; قلم, pen; تاجر, businessman; رجل, man; طالب, student; ريال, and what we are going to do is we are going to be writing from 3 to 10. 3 to 10. We are going to 3 to 10. So if it's kitabun, if there are 3 books, what do we say? If there are 4 books, what do we say? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to do this as your homework. 3 books, because this is masculine. What do we say? When we are, we are using these in singular form, but when we write with numbers like 3 books, we say talatatu kutubin. So you take note of the singular form. If you're writing 4, so it becomes arbaatu kutubin, 5 hamsatu kutubin, and so on and so on. So you need to be knowing all the plural of these words so that you are able to answer the question. I hope you find it very easy without any problem. Now we are moving to the last segment as we close this lesson. Let's look at the new words that we have met here. Tamanu, it's value. I've mentioned nisf is half. Riyalun, riyalun. Jamu is riyalatun. Al-khafila, bus. Khafilat, buses. Aswalu, as'ila, questions. Balad, bilad, countries. Uruba, Europe. Faransa, France. Mukhtalifa, mukhtalifatun, different. Malaysia. Al-Yunan, Greece. Almania, that's German. Al-Yawm, Ayamun, that's days. Kirashu, Kurushun, there's this money, or yeah, this is money. kurush, change of money, or some pastels, so money. Rakibun, rakibu, and rukab, kadimun, kadam, that's new old, and the jayub, juyub, that's pockets. So some of these words we've already met them, and those we haven't met, we are going to use them, inshallah, in the next, in some future lessons. For now, we end here. Thank you for following. We hope to see you as we are concluding book 1. Jazakallah khairan. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.